Hi, I'm Randy Vance for Boating Magazine. I am on the Nortec 390. Now, this boat has been Nortec's top-selling boat since it was introduced in 2010. And yet today's the first day Boating Magazine has been able to get their hands on one. I'm glad it was me. We just came in from our trial run and made 81 miles per hour with triple 400 Mercury racing engines, and what a sweet ride. Here's the most impressive thing. This is a step-bottom boat that gets almost 2 miles per gallon with those 3 motors, but the handling with the step-bottom is impressive. We put it in hard over turns at 50 miles an hour. It stuck into those turns, and the more throttle we poured in, the tighter it turned. Now, this boat doesn't just go fast and look great. It delivers luxury accommodations for cruising, hardcore fishing capabilities, and overnighting capabilities as well. But let's start out with the helm station. The first thing you'll notice is we've got dual 16-inch Garmin displays here, a vessel view and a JL audio, with plenty of room to add 2 22-inch Garmins instead. Perhaps the most dramatic trim feature we found throughout the boat is the hand-laid carbon fiber panels. You'll find those in other areas, and it gives it a really great look, especially when it's combined with the stainless steel cup holders with the LED lighting. Now, the helm seating is 3 wide, and it's protected by a flared acrylic windshield. The hard top itself shades the entire area, and the black powder coating sets off that carbon fiber look beautifully. Now, there's a second row of seating at the helm station with flip-up bolsters. There's a safety grab rail so they can ride standing up safely as well. Or seated, they have a footrest to keep themselves secure. Aft, we've got this double lounge here, a slide-out cooler that lets you rest your feet, or it can serve as an aft-facing lounge as well. Forward, we love the lounge seating. A double wide lounge here. You've got a fold down armrest. You've got wraparound seating at the very front of the bow, and you'll notice that there is an enormous subwoofer down there to really keep the tunes thumping. A large hatch all the way forward gives access to the windlass, the tackle, and a washdown for it. Under the helm station, you'll find a large cabin. In it, there's a double berth, a stainless steel sink, a flushing china head. My favorite part is the easy access that you have to the electronics panel to maintain your equipment. Now, the 390 is so sporty it might not look like a fishing boat, and that's because it's got what they call the hidden fish package. In it, you get the rocket launcher rod holders that are removable. You've got rod holders on the gunnels. You've got a live well in the walk-through to the transom. Now, the 390 is even equipped with a dive door. Now, everything you see on the Nortec 390 is a choice you can make. This boat is totally customizable, whether you're talking about the hull colors, the vinyl colors, even the stitching and the equipment. There are a multitude of options, and that's one of the things that makes the 390 such a great boat. I'm Randy Vance for Boating Magazine, and I'm getting ready to take this one for another spin.
Head down. Let me see you get down. It's no wonder you've got demons. Everything you did is coming. It's no wonder you've got demons. I can't help you if I'm weaker. Your soldiers are wounded sons.
Now, as a rule, after we've run an exciting boat like this on our test waters, we take you on a tour of them and show you all the great features inside. Instead, today we drove down to the Cape Coral Nortec factory where Tron Scow and Nils Johnson have been putting these exciting boats together for 20 years. We want to show you what goes on inside them, behind the scenes, not just what's under the hatches and behind the doors. Now, the Nortec 340 that we tested on the Butler Chain of Lakes is all set up for performance cruising. I like the club seating back here. It's comfortable and it gives you a complete wraparound lounge. Now, you've got the rigid refrigerator that gives you both aft-facing seating, slides out, and seat face forward so that you have 2 rows behind the helm. Now, right off, you're going to notice that the boat is equipped with JL's new M6 speakers. These have their own integrated LEDs with multiple color options for you. It's all integrated through the Garmin display system, as is your engine instrumentation. This is a nice system that includes digital switching as well. For even more cruising comfort, you've got this double wide lounge here with a fold down armrest and wraparound seating here. The deck raises up to form a cocktail table, or take it up just to bench level, fill it in with cushions, and you've got a complete sun pad. Now, what makes this look all the more exciting is that every bit of it is custom, chosen by the customer. From the upholstery that's designed and built in the factory by skilled technicians, to the flooring, and to the exciting paint jobs on the outside of these boats, it's all customer selected and Nortec designed. Yes, there's windlass options, there's bow thruster options, and we really like the Sure Shade integrated into the hardtop. You can see on this hardtop structure that is built right into it. One of the things that we noted as we handled this boat is the precision with everything works. The hatches, the doors, even the handling. That's because everything's carefully built in the factory. There's no chopper gun work anywhere, and even the small parts of this boat are hand laid up, specially squared and leveled to fit perfectly in your final product. As we walked through the factory, we saw the careful attention paid to laying up the hull. From the care of the molds to the hand-laid material going into the hull, the fact that all the strakes are filled and cored so that they are completely rigid, giving your boat a lifetime true ride. Even more, and we experienced this on the water, every Nortec hull is blueprinted and custom designed to give you the perfect ride. It was a real treat for us to be able to come to the Cape Coral Nortec factory to see where this boat was built. As you can see, looking over my shoulder, there's 20 more in the wings, ready to go to owners who custom selected the colors, the power options, and the electronics on board. This boat ran like a champ. It's an exciting boat to own and one you should certainly take a look at. I'm Randy Vance for Boating Magazine, and this is the Nortec 340.
questa melodia, inno dell'amore. Te la canto e sento tutto il mio dolore, così forte, così grande che mi trafigge il cuore. È limpido è il mattino, tra i campi un gran mulino, lì è nato il mio destino, amaro senza te. Per te è un melodramma che canto senza te.
There is nothing better than speed on the water, and I can tell you, this, the Nortec 450 Sport, delivered it in spades. There are 4 Mercury V8 450 outboards on this boat. We broke 75 miles an hour. Now, we think this boat is capable of hitting 80 on a cool, dry day, but you can see we're dealing with a lot of moisture here. This boat handles like a baby. It's ridiculous how smooth it makes the turns, how steady it is at top speed. Now, the Nortec 450 Sport, as you see it, is basically a custom boat. You can do anything that you want. So let's start by taking a look at the helm station right here. We love these large dual Garmins. They're also set up to read all your engine functions, but you also have a vessel view gauge right down here. One of the things that I think is cool about the Mercury system is we have sport exhaust or we have the quiet exhaust. There's a carbon fiber look throughout the boat. You've got a nice foot rail here that makes it great for both sitting down driving, and there's another step below to brace yourself when you're standing up. When you turn back, you take a look at our 3 seats here. The bolsters flip down and you've got very comfortable bucket seats that are really secure, especially when you're making those high performance turns. Now, if you look at the dashboard, you can see that there are wings on the windscreen. What that does is deflect wind away from the cockpit, and it also helps give a break to the people sitting behind you when you're hitting 80 miles an hour. You've also got wind dams on either side of the console, and that does more to break the wind for your backseat passengers. Now, the hardtop is both metal and fiberglass. The metal works are inside the fiberglass. In our tests, it was super rigid. You've also got upholstery on the top, which gives it a nice look. And if you step back, there's a Sure Shade that covers the entire cockpit at the touch of a button. Now, after the leaning post seats, you've got a cooler with a chill plate. You don't need ice, just electricity and plenty of cold drinks. You've got this wide bench seat here, and underneath this entire module is the structure necessary to carry a Seakeeper gyro stabilizer if you opt for that device. And there's an ice chest underneath the center seat. Now, here's a great area to consider all the options. We have this seating area split that gives you a nice walk through from the transom. That's great for boarding without messing up your vinyl. But you can take the lounges all the way across and have a beam-to-beam seating area that's really comfortable. Or there's a sport fishing option that sets this area up with live wells, tackle center, and rod holders. Now, the 450 has plenty of boarding options aside from that transom walkthrough. You've got a starboard boarding door that opens inward so it's easy to use in port. And amidship on either side of the console, there are 2 steps in the gunnel that let you get down from a taller dock easily. Now, it's a 45-foot boat, so you've got to have plenty of boarding options, and here's still another. Aft of this forward lounge on the starboard and the port side, 2 more boarding steps. Now, if you look here, you've got seating that wraps all the way around, and you've got a cooler under the center seat and dry storage under the starboard and the port seats. This boat's also equipped with a windlass, and you have easy access to that equipment. Now, here's the passenger thrones of the whole boat, and here's my favorite part. You've got electrically actuated leg rests and a fold-down armrest to make everything perfect. You've got a grab rail on either side and a cup holder to keep everything handy, comfortable, and refreshing. Now, one more electrically actuated convenience on board is the cocktail table. You can also drop it down to lounge level and create a sun pad out of it with the filler cushion. Now, the cabin area is spacious. Right now it's set up for a lounge, which gives you plenty of room to have friends in. There's a television, you've got a freshwater sink, and a microwave option available. The head compartment is large, there's a shower in it, a china toilet, and a freshwater sink. Now, when you're ready to take a nap or overnight, tap this button and drop the lounge back, and you've got a double berth. Now, all the skylights and the side lights in this boat are made of privacy glass that's electrically actuated to make them opaque from the exterior. Tap the button and you've got complete privacy inside. Now, all the electrical functions on board are integrated through the multifunction displays. You've got digital switching that gives you all the control of your lights, pumps, and fans. And you've got complete control of the JL audio system with 4 zones. There's multiple digital amplifiers on board that let you address the sound to your personal tastes. Now, I've been on 4 Nortecs. This is the first 45 with quad engines on it. My friends ask me, how much does it cost? Well, I don't know. It's about $1 million, but you can customize it any way you want. Here's what I know about Nortec. This boat may not be in my budget, but if it's in yours, it's going to be worth every dollar. I'm Randy Vance, and this is the Nortec 450 Sport.